He was known as the truck stop killer before he was caught in 1990. Robert Ben Rhodes is currently serving life in prison without parole at a correctional center in Chester, Illinois, for first-degree murder. But he's suspected of killing as many as 50 women between 1975 and 1990.
Rhodes is just one of the many cases touched on in a new book written by former FBI Assistant Director Frank Figliuzzi. Long Haul, Hunting the Highway Serial Killers, dives into the dark side of America's highways and uncovers 850 murders linked to long-haul truckers. Frank joins us now. Good morning.
Good
Frank,
morning.
Did I pronounce your name okay?
Figliuzzi is good enough for me, yes.
All right.
All right.
Hey, so how many of these are unsolved, and are they doing anything about it?
Yes, indeed. So of the 850 murders of women alongside our nation's highways over the past few decades, the FBI says that 200 of those murders are unsolved and under active investigation, and they are looking at an astonishing 450 suspects in those cases. What are they doing about it? Well, this is the crux of the book, which is the FBI's Highway Serial Killings Initiative, working with state, local, and county law enforcement to connect the dots to stop the killing. That is matching the victimologies, the crime scenes, all of the data that police can glean from a crime scene, enter into the FBI's special database just for highway serial killings, and hopefully the algorithms and the analysts will connect the dots.
So over the course of time, when the FBI is realizing, hey, we have a problem here, up until now, what did they learn that they didn't know before that might be some kind of trend, a thread that runs through all of these?
Yeah, they were brought into this case. This was not an original idea by the FBI, but they were demanded to show up in Oklahoma by an Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation analyst, a woman named Terry Turner, who really is a hero. And she said, look, I've got 10 missing girls from Oklahoma who are turning up dead across the United States. And I think it's a long haul trucker or truckers. When the FBI showed up, excuse me, they confirmed, yes, indeed, you've got serial killers here. And detectives showed up from around the country saying, I have similar cases. So what I dive into in the book is some big questions for investigators and for all of us. Which long-haul truckers with which kind of trucking are more likely to kill? Which sex-trafficked women, because most of the victims are indeed sex-trafficked, are more likely to fall prey to long-haul killers? And then lastly, how do we get better not only at crime analysis, but looking at the long-haul trucking industry, which, by the way, is a huge economic factor for us. $450 billion in gross freight revenue last year from trucking. Grocery stores would stop selling groceries in 3 days without trucking. But this book is also about the very dark side of the trucking profession.
What is it about this industry? Is it that it's hard to pin this down because people keep, obviously they're on the move and they're not from the area where these crimes are committed? And is there a chance that someone's trying to, make this look like it's a long haul trucker that's doing these things?
So the FBI has a high degree of confidence that this is being committed by multiple long-haul truckers. And just process that for a minute, that we currently have multiple serial killers on our nation's highways. 25 long-haul truckers are already in prison for multiple homicides, and they're exploiting the seams. This is really the challenge for law enforcement in part, because they'll grab a victim in one jurisdiction, they'll kill and or rape her in a second jurisdiction, and they'll dump the body in a third. This presents a real challenge for investigators, and that's where the FBI resources are needed.
Well, the book is called Long Haul, Hunting the Highway Serial Killers. You can find out more at frankfigliuzzi.com or follow him on social media. Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks for having me.